Now to New York City, where Mayor Eric Adams will be arraigned tomorrow on 5 federal charges in a corruption case involving nearly a decade's worth of campaign cash. Prosecutors say the mayor illegally accepted campaign contributions from Turkish nationals who were seeking to influence him. Take a listen.
It's an unfortunate day, and it's a painful day. But inside of all of that, it's a day where we will finally reveal why for 10 months I have gone through this. And I look forward to defending myself and defending the people of this city.
So the mayor is maintaining his innocence. Let's bring in Joe Anuta to discuss. He covers New York City Hall for Politico. Joe, so good to see you. The city had obviously been bracing for something like this for weeks. Are these the charges that your sources had been expecting?
Yeah, they largely dovetail what we've been hearing really since November, since this investigation kind of burst into public view. I think the indictment obviously is very detailed. So there is a lot to sink your teeth into with this complaint. A lot of details we didn't know, but I would say the broad strokes are largely similar to what we've been expecting. Prosecutors are laying out a case where they say the mayor had accepted perks from Turkish officials, a Turkish government official and business interests there, and in exchange had helped sort of expedite the opening of the Turkish embassy in 2021 when he was mayor-elect.
Let's take a listen to prosecutors detailing some of those charges that you just described in return for political favors. Take a listen.
Mayor Adams took these contributions even though he knew they were illegal. And even though he knew these contributions were attempts by a Turkish government official and Turkish businessmen to buy influence with him.
Essentially break down for us how the indictment alleges that the mayor got these allegedly illegal contributions from Turkish officials.
Well, there's a few avenues that this took, according to the indictment. And essentially, just to back up for a second, a straw donor scheme, is something where someone wants to ingratiate themselves with an elected official. They want to give more than the law allows. They funnel those donations through oftentimes members of a company that they own, family members. And then they get to say to the elected official, look, I got you all this money, but wink, wink, it actually came from these people. So it looks okay on paper. In this case, there were several business officials that allegedly participated in this scheme whereby they would have people who work for them donate money to the mayor in the hopes that the business owner would be able to curry favor and eventually, as is often the case, try and cash in on that influence. And the mayor, according to this indictment, was very eager to get campaign cash for his 2021 election campaign and even for his reelection campaign, which is underway currently.
And there are starting to be some Democrats coming out and saying that he should resign. Obviously, tonight it doesn't look like that's in the cards, at least for right now, correct?
Oh, very much not. The mayor is really dug in, as you could see with the initial clip that we saw on this segment. He had surrounded himself with supporters at Gracie Mansion, which is the official residence of the New York City mayor, which was raided early this morning by federal officials. He's very dug in. The calls for his resignation are largely coming from the left wing of the Democratic Party. They already don't get along with the mayor. In fact, I would imagine the mayor is going to use those calls to try and build support with his supporters in the city, his base, to say, look, these people who have never liked me and don't want me in office are now trying to use charges that haven't even been proven in court to get me out so they can take over. I think as time goes on, it will be interesting to see if the sort of political scope of these calls for his resignation expands to more of the center of the Democratic Party. I think that would be much more problematic for him.
Right. I know reporters were trying to ask Chuck Schumer today how he felt about this, and he put a phone up to his ear and claimed he was talking to his doctor. So he's not ready to weigh in quite yet. Joe Anuta of Politico, thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate it.
Thank you.